Right, back live tonight here in Focus. Mpumalanga Community Safety and Security Department says it lost 28 million rands in less than a week due to fraud and corruption at the licensing departments. MEC Vusi Shongwe says it's suspected that the department employees colluded with individuals and companies to log into the provincial licensing systems to renew licenses for free and cancel traffic fines remotely. MEC Shongwe joins us now to explain all this. MEC, good to have you. Thank you very much for your time. What raised the red flags for you around this operation?
Evening, Thabo, and evening to your viewers. Indeed, what you were saying is exactly that these officials have colluded with people that are supposed to get licenses either for their trucks or their vehicles, and they are using the system because they are used to it to rob the department through that particular system. And they did that mainly from the 6th of October until the 10th. But prior to that, we have arrested some of them, more than 20 of them from 2020. Who have been part of this corruption. Yeah. And it's, we are in the way making sure that we try to nip this particular problem together with the security agencies.
Why those particular 4 days? Was it just a random occurrence, or was there something in particular that would have allowed the system to be vulnerable on those 4 days?
It's through our intelligence and our security agencies, and as well as other experts working together with us that have lended their hands in those particular few days. But some of these activities have been happening in the past. Hence, I'm saying we have already arrested 20 of them, and about 3 of private people who are owning trucks that are working together with these officials in the department.
Yeah. So these are business entities that would have been defrauding the state via this particular operation.
Indeed, these truck owners, fleet owners, whatever type of business that they are doing, which is mobile. So they have teamed up with our officials in making sure that they defraud the department by not paying for the licenses and the renewals and all those particular processes that you know, Thabo, when you have a vehicle, yeah, that at a particular end of the time you must go and renew your license and you must pay so much. And sometimes when you have skipped some necessary deadlines, you must pay penalties. Yes. So those monies have been swindled by these officials together with these people. And it's a big thing. It's a big thing. We are making sure that we track them. And I can assure you and assure your viewers that we are not going to leave any stone unturned insofar as this matter is concerned.
So I know the systems to be used in a manner where you would need, quite extensive credentials to log in. In some instances, the systems that I see being used at the traffic department would even require biometric signatures for you to be able to gain access to the system, which would mean that as the department or even as that particular office, you would have the details of the so-called officials who would have accessed the system.
That is why we have arrested 20 of them. It's through that particular process that you are talking about. And we are working with the RTMC from National in making sure that we trace them. That is why we end up arresting certain individuals. It is because of that identification, that biometric. And we are going to improve it in making sure that we round it up in a manner that people will not find it easy to defraud us.
Yeah. This is pure crime. Of course, that should never go unpunished. You're saying close to about 28 million, I suppose, is a figure that is being estimated to have been lost. What are the plans to recover that amount of money? Because some of it is due to penalties being erased out of the system. Some of it, of course, is due to to those licenses being renewed without payment. Are you tracking those payments? Are you going back to those companies, those truck owners, to be able to recoup those funds?
Exactly, Thabo. That is what we are planning to do, and I can assure you and your viewers that we are going to recover the big sum of that amount, if not all. We are going tirelessly making sure that we are tracking it down, and those private companies that have colluded with these syndicates, because I call them syndicates because they share that information amongst themselves. You know, there's no truck owner or a fleet owner that can know the system of the department except to have connections within the department, and as such, we are going to recover them. They will find it difficult even to renew their licenses before they bring back the money.
Yeah. So, without divulging your operations and how you're going to do it, but you are saying that where you are sitting now, I mean, when you're issuing a warning to the motorists and the vehicle owners, you know who they are, you know those licenses that were issued, and you will be able to pick them up on the road.
Exactly, Thabo. We know where our arm of the law must go, and we are going to make sure that eventually we lay our hands on them. That we can be rest assured. Come rain, come sunshine, we are going to make sure that we get hold of them.
MEC, we appreciate your time. Thank you very much for coming on. That's the Mpumalanga Community Safety and Security MEC there, Vusi Shongwe, on those who've been defrauding the system. It's around the 6th to the 10th of October is the date that is being flagged here. And they are flushing them out and certainly getting them to repay that money.